G'day, this is just a quick video on how to use the Swift joinery. Now the Swift joinery is used a lot throughout all of the drawings. That's a Swift joinery. This one here is a Swift joinery. That's a Swift joinery. So is that one. Alright, so that is on all of these. So it's just on all of them. Over here, this is all Swift joinery. These ones, zoom in on them. It's all Swift joinery. Oh, cool. So what I'll do, I'll open up one and I can show you how to edit it. That's a Swift joinery. I'll just grab one here. Amazingly versatile, this Swift joinery. Obviously spin it around there. You can change the number of cupboards. In this function here, you're looking in cupboard assembly. You can change the length. Let's go to 1800. Okay. Use these buttons here to swap. Sometimes you have to switch these buggers off. And you can see them playing. These control the way that the doors swing. Right, so you'd always obviously have two doors that swing together and then another one. Let's see, I can add more doors. I can change this to alternate. But I like having it on vary. If you have it on global, then you notice you probably can't change anything in. You can't change anything in this area anymore. The way you do global is you change it to here, and it changes everything globally. So that's, if you ever run into problems, that's where it is. So globally, we'll just change it back to top or top handle. Alright, so that's that section there. This is in stations, and here's info, CAD Swift. So there's nothing in that tab, it's just info for it. This is sizes. This one here, you can change the top thickness, you can change the top overhangs. It says here, this is the back of the unit, which is obviously the back side, and the front overhang I have it at 25, but just for an example I'll show you 150. You know, it's got that front overhang at 150, the back overhang, left and right I'll put in 150 just for scenario. Like, you can change the height, doesn't have to be, that's our standard TATS unit height and TATS counter. But if I made that like 2400, then I could make a nice wardrobe cupboard. A hallway cupboard. But I really need to make, so at the moment the handles are on the top. I really need to make them all so that the handles are in the middle. Like I just did that the long way. I could have done it global, handles in the middle, but then turned global off again. That would have changed them all. See, I can have one open if I want. Now this is partitions. I'll show you what happens with partitions. What I'll do is I'll first turn off the doors. You can see you've got a whole list of options, type of door you want. Yeah, see partitions. Yeah, you can turn. I go on top. It turns all the partitions on. Here, the shelves. You can turn the shelves off completely. Or you can have 8 shelves. You can have another completely different shelf bank. In that case you get equal heights for the shelf to get it into the middle. That totally didn't work. It's meant to have gone into the middle area. But that's a product glitch by the look of it. I've never been a problem anyway. So once again, you can just put your doors back on again. Handle middle. So we've got our doors on. Now, if you have a look, if it's displaying correctly, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's got a mind of its own thing. But you should see shelf lines. And no, you don't. Must be in appearance here. I must have turned them off. Show shelf lines. And it doesn't always work. I don't understand why it doesn't always work, but no, it doesn't work. Sometimes it does in other things. Let's see if it works here. It really does have a mind of its own. It's an amazing product, but it doesn't always work. So it does some funny shit like that, and that should be. It's a pretty complicated piece of GDL scripting, so you can really forgive the guy that it sometimes doesn't work. Cause I only paid $45 for it, so. So I just want to check stations. So this measurement here, you notice it changes because I've got it equal width, set to equal width. Now what I'm talking about when I want this around about 450, and so there you go. I haven't gone over 550, but I want it about 450. If I did 3, so it's too big. The door's too heavy for the hinges now. So it has to be 4 with that, and there's always that 50 gap on that side. What else can I show you? Top and shell. You can turn off that top beam. You can turn off the side, the back. You can turn off the side. You can change the look of this. Have turn downs, even though we don't even have any bench tops on this because I turned it off. Then stations, petitions. I turned the petitions off on this one because you don't really need it, even though technically in reality they would build one there, but then it's just too much extra stuff, extra work. We don't need to do it. This is just the drawer settings and the handle styles. So there's no handles on at the moment. I'll turn them off. So this is for the doors and this is for the drawers. And this is the drawer gaps. You notice if I grab this unit, then the drawers will be, because the last time I did it, I did a drawer that had big gaps, big 10mm gaps. Here, if I did one of them as drawers, draw back 1. You see how it's too high? Now the way to is in this area here with parameters. Draw settings, draw back 1. So it's 3. 1, 2, 3. but I need to convert this height to here. Oh, well, so you can see it worked. But I'll Control Z that to undo it. So you just have to sort of look at this program. I did the same. I bought the thing from the guy, and there's no explanation on how to use it. So it's an amazing object. Probably the best I've seen so far. Shelves there again, and then appearance is colours, showing shelf lines and that, but this doesn't seem to work all the time for some reason. Not with it did it right at the start. If I was to grab this and reset the object, like I'll just go pick on a random object there, and then I'll come back and then pick that again. You see, it comes into this sort of setting here. Now the reason why as well I use this object all the time, a very simple reason, is because if I was to copy this, I can then make a new object which has all the same settings as that one, and I can make a two door unit and a shorter one. But if I use the ArchiCAD kitchen tools, I'll show you there, make that station, make that 3. Now if I wanted to use the ArchiCAD kitchen, I'll make a copy of it. I'll turn this into one of these ArchiCAD ones. ArchiCAD 16 ones. Basic library. I never use these ever. I don't even know where they are to begin with. They're kitchen cabinets. Right. Okay, cool. So I'll get all my settings right. I get all my settings and colours and everything right on this unit. Okay, so but if I then want to go and use this unit, I've got to go through the whole friggin' system again to get all my settings right, all my cabinets colours correct, all the knobs and the bench top colours and the thicknesses and all that sort of stuff. I have to change all that again. I did it in this object. Now I've got to do it again in that one, and I've got to do it again in that one, that one, that one, that one, just to make a whole kitchen. And it's rubbish. It's just crap that you've got to keep changing the same shit over and over again. But with this tool here, I can use this tool to create entire kitchens. And I'll just pause this video and I'll show you. Right, this is a kitchen. There's another Swift joinery unit with lockers. It shows you the versatile, the ability to be able to change everything. And these are all Swift joinery cabinets. And I started with one and just kept going through and changed all the settings and everything to suit. This is a Ronald McDonald house. And McDonald's have houses for their kids who are sick with cancer and all that sort of stuff. So this is a kitchen for the parents for when they're staying at the hospital. And as you can see, there's lots of. Anyway, it's all Swift joinery.